I'm starting to cry because I was laughing so hard talking about our fake eyelashes and our little trips with it. I had one fall off one time in the middle of an interview.
And just so you guys know, we are in the middle of a crisis, but we're gonna get through this. So
she was like, just 10 minutes, just 10 good minutes.
So pray I get 10 good minutes with this lash because it's not doing me any justice right now.
Can you imagine that we would be here right now talking about stuff like that? Our parents would be horrified back in the day about any of that kind of stuff. I remember when I was young, my father he literally took all of my makeup away from me. And I was in middle school, I think. Now looking back, I did look like a clown, so I'll give him that. But, it was back in the 80s. I had like blue eyeshadow or something stupid on. And he was like, you do realize you look like a clown. Now, you're like, give me those big eyelashes.
Yes, as big as they come.
As big as you can get them. And I joked around with my daughter the other day about it because I said, all right, here's the deal. When I die, you better have me with full makeup,
face beat,
my eyelashes on, my hair did, no gray hairs, and a pair of high heels.
Okay, beat to the gods, honey.
Yes.
Literally.
Or I will come back and haunt your ass.
Absolutely.
But we are talking hustling today.
Hustle.
And this girl, queen of hustling, tell us a little bit about yourself and what makes you hustle.
Woo, I don't know where to start.
I know, right?
I am a self-proclaimed multi-potentialite. And I watched a TED Talk.
So what does that mean exactly?
So it's a person who explores everything and has the potential to do a lot of things and explore. A lot of people will tell you to find that one thing you're good at, and it didn't work for me. Child, I'm in a flight attendant. Right?
Okay.
I've worked
I'm
on
gonna
that.
come back in another life and be a flight attendant.
It's an experience. But when I look back over my life, one thing I appreciate about myself is that when I said I wanted to do something, I went out and did it. Tried it, I failed.
See, not many people can say that.
Yep.
That they, put their mind to something that they wanted to try, and almost like a bucket list.
Yeah.
Checking that off.
Right.
I didn't think I always knew I wanted to be a designer. I loved it. Did I ever think that I would own a magazine, let alone a woman's magazine? Nope. Had no idea what I was getting into. And I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with meeting all the different types of people.
Right.
And being able to, hear their stories and talk to them. And it just was so incredibly interesting to me that I just couldn't get enough of it.
Yeah.
And that's why I've never stopped. So for me, it's kind of like trying something new.
I'm multi-potentialite.
Yeah. I'm able to try something new through other people.
Yes, yep. And I had to learn that as well. But one thing I think I took away from that was I learned not only what I loved, but I learned what I didn't like and what I didn't love. More importantly, child, what I wasn't good at.
Good.
Like, child, so I thought I was going to be like a makeup artist. I thought I was going to be doing like Beyonce's makeup. And it was just like,
Maybe not.
and God was kind of like, oh, that was cute. Like, no, that's not really what you're supposed to do. But I dibbled and dabbled and I tried and I failed. But honestly, what makes me hustle, like you said, the connections. Like, there's every opportunity that I've had has come through a personal connection. And even with you, so I had a friend who was a makeup artist for one of your covers years ago. And when I found out it was local, I was just like, dang, like, I like to work in a magazine. And look at us probably 7 years later. And look what happened.
That's so crazy.
And
it's a small world.
Yeah.
People don't realize, like, I'm from a little teeny small little town that has like 10 people.
Oh, wow.
No, I exaggerate. My head, it's got 10 people, same people you see all the time. But when I said I was coming up to Rochester, they're like, oh my God, you're going up to the big city? No way. And now I look at it and I'm like, oh yeah, I know that person, that person. Like, I can't go, my kids hate it. Because they can't go any place where somebody doesn't know who I am.
Miss Helen,
and they're just like, now it's old hat.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's just so many different things that make all of us hustle.
Yes.
And that's why I wanted to create this particular platform and discuss all of that. And, you know, maybe one little thing that you're saying is going to resonate with somebody else and change the course of their direction and what they're going to be doing. Make them hustle a little bit harder.
Absolutely. And it makes me think about my own journey, because that's what happened with me. I can recall Oprah saying every right decision she ever made came from her listening to her gut. And I took that advice, and when I say the shift that I experienced in my life, and that's why I became open about sharing not only my successes but my failures, because I want to let women know that we're human. You know, I can get here and dress up and look nice, but I hurt, I struggle, I go through financial woes, ups and downs. The business is doing great, and then some days I want to throw it away.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh,
Right.
do I have to even do this today?
Okay, and then I can make it look pretty on Facebook. But
We were just talking about
the filter. You have a filter on your whole life now, right? Like, oh my God, my husband. And she's like,
Who wants to join in on a woman's magazine that's about empowerment and inspiring women when they're like, oh yeah, I have this and this and this, or I'm talking negatively about somebody.
Yes.
No, nobody wants to do that. And social media has kind of changed everything. They made it very easy for people to be able to attack other people, to, you know, their social media bullies. And but it's also made it very easy for us to be able to reach a greater audience and empower way more people than what was in my physical publication. And that's what
And it's
people
free,
don't-
right? Right.
Right.
Sometimes you don't have money to have a platform.
Right. And people don't understand the fact that when we were putting together a print publication, I could only do 68 pages. We were like a month behind everything. So, because you had all of the logistics of getting it printed and getting it distributed, and the cost was astronomical.
If I remember correctly, it didn't charge.
It was free, so it all came from advertising. But nobody has the money to pay, you know, $1,000 for an ad when they can go onto social media and reach astronomical amounts of people more and do it for $10.
It's
or
$10
free.
a day. There you go.
But luckily, I've built up such a large platform and a large audience over the years, and it's taken me many, many years of doing this.
Right.
But I've built up a really great audience that spans all over, and I have a very large database to be able to help my clients and help push out the message. And the She Hustles Talks just was an evolution of, you know, okay, I started over here. I evolved to an online-only magazine. I evolved to, you know, pulling in Central New York, Buffalo now. And now the She Hustles Talks just took on its own life.
As you're talking, I'm hearing Drake's song in my head. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
You know what song that resonates so well with me is Katy Perry's Rise. The words in it. It is my theme song, my anthem, and it is, you know, it is what kind of says my message, I guess, because, you know, you can think you're putting that nail in the coffin, the final nail, but no, you're not, because I'm going to be coming back bigger, better.
Right.
She also stops.
Okay.
Came out of all of that type of stuff, you know. Okay, so you think I can't do this? Okay, you think you're going to put a pandemic in my way? Okay.
Talk about it, right?
Okay.
How do I come out? I'm going to come out better on the other side.
I came out way bigger than I had even remotely anticipated. So, you know, it's a great thing.
Spirit of the hustler.
It's a great thing.
That's the spirit of the hustler.
Exactly. So where can people find you next? What are you going to be doing?
Ooh, I'm having a lot of speaking engagements. I have a brunch that I'm doing, Broken Pieces Made Whole, June
Love
12th.
it.
I have a workbook that's coming out this summer, The Pace of Grace. Look out for that.
And she writes a monthly column, so you can check that out too,
Yes.
The Pace of Grace.
Yes, absolutely. I am also a quarterly contributor for Upstate Gospel Magazine.
Wow.
And yes,
I'm just, see, she's hustling.
I'm hustling, right? And I also have a commercial cleaning business and a whole bunch of kids.
Wow.
No.
Yeah, I found out about, like, I was like, oh, she's like 25, you know.
I wish.
She's a youngster, and she's telling me about the whole family dynamic. I'm like, wait a minute, what? So, true epitome of a hustler. She's hustling in her personal life, her professional life, and she's killing it. So, stay
I'm trying to
tuned.
stay cute while I do it.
Yeah, we all have to stay. No matter what age we are. I'm not going to age myself. Everybody knows how old I am anyways.
Look
Stay
fabulous.
tuned.
Look, Leticia Torres.